Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a creature tag video that I came across on a variety of channels actually, but I believe it originally came from Cecil over at the horror show. So I will leave a link to his channel below as well as a list of the questions that he wants us to answer. So basically creatures and monsters are not zombies, not vampires or werewolves or creatures that we usually see. These are like hybrids or mutated species, humanoid creatures, non-humanoid creatures that we see in all different kinds of movies. And there are 10 questions that I'm going to answer. Please excuse the brightness. The sun is shining in pretty strongly, and in the background you will hear Hunter. He is watching The Lost Boys. It's one of his favorite movies, and Michael just became a vampire. First, I'm going to start this off with question number 1, of course. What is your favorite creature movie? I have quite a few creature movies that I enjoy. I enjoy The Thing, I enjoy Cloverfield, Alien, Creature from the Black Lagoon. Love the creature in Stranger Things, even though that is a series and not a movie. The Mutant Baby from Eraserhead, Pumpkinhead, The Relic. There are loads. I think Pumpkinhead is definitely one of my favorites. It's something that I can remember watching a long time ago, something that I would still watch today and enjoy. They're at the train scene. I love the design and the physical body of it. In a more comedy horror movie, I enjoyed the Jack in the Box from Krampus. When he is eating that kid and like forces him down his mouth with all those like little teeth. Yep, I consider Krampus as a horror movie that is a comedy because I died laughing the whole time. I don't even know if I'm saying his name right. Is it Krampus or Krampus? I don't know. Anyway, I have to pick Pumpkinhead as one of my favorite creature movies. Next is, what is your favorite creature design? I really love the Alien and Predator exomorph. I'm bad at pronouncing things. Love Predator. And Alien, of course. I've been a fan of Alien movies all my life, and I find it pretty interesting that the original design came from when Stan Winston and the director were actually flying to Japan, and that's when they were doing their designs. So obviously the director had an input towards the creation. It went through a couple of ideas before finally deciding which concept to go by. Now originally they did have a long neck, one single eye, and a dog-like shape for Predators, as well as the Alien design. The whole concept of him being almost a solid color with like the long head and like skeleton kind of vibe to it. I really enjoy it. I think it's definitely a iconic design that everybody recognizes, even non-horror or non-alien genre movie lovers. Question number 3 is, do you prefer humanoid or non-humanoid creatures? I actually enjoy both. I can't decide really, because to see a mutated human, a human with like 6 arms or like little legs coming out of their head and teeth and things, are really great, as well as creatures that are just really created on their own. I lean more towards the non-humanoid creatures because it takes a lot more work to actually go from scratch and create without like a human body to build pieces on, if that makes any sense. I like monsters that are just brought to life, and there are a lot on Google or Pinterest that you see that people have drawn in their own little characters, and they're really good, and I like to see them brought to screen. Me and Hunter actually are creating creatures. He wants to make a comic book. Now he's only 4. We have 3 creatures created. Right now they're more, one of them's like a mutated bunny skeleton kind of thing. Another one is this fluffy beast with like long chicken legs. Anyway, it's a work in progress. Maybe one of these days we'll see his little creatures in screen. That would be pretty cool. A few movies that I enjoy the creatures would be like from The Pyramid, Alien, The Day of the Triffids, Stripe from Gremlin, Pumpkinhead, love. I believe one of the ones that stand on top for me for a long time would be Pumpkinhead. The Fly is another simple creature that I enjoy. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the next question. The next question is, what is your favorite kill by a creature? I can't remember who also mentioned this scene. They actually showed it. It might have been Cecil. I really liked the creature when he decapitated the man in the relic. That is a scene that I'll always remember because I'm pretty sure that's one of the first decapitations, maybe. One of the first. It might not be the first, but it's definitely one of the that I can remember seeing. I also enjoy the kills from the blob, like all the ness, and Splice, the girl from Splice. She was a beautiful creature, but like her stabbing method with like her long tail, that was pretty cool. I like how it looked so simple. She was like a clean looking creature, a creature that would seduce you, and then she had like the evilness about her, so I like that too. Actually, I always wanted to see more of her. Like, I wish that they would have brought her into another movie and had her a little bit more not mentally, a little bit more disturbing looking, but you know, it is what it is. So I'd have to go with the decapitation of the man from the relic. I enjoy that. What is a lesser known creature movie that you would recommend? I think I would recommend Animal. Animal came out in 2014, I believe. It was directed by Brett Simmons. Basically, there's a group of friends who are terrorized by a bloodthirsty beast, and the creature is really neat looking. I'll put a picture in here so you can see. I also enjoyed Outlander, and one I watched not that long ago was Komodo, and basically it's just like a lizard crocodile Komodo dragon thing, and it's in a corn maze, and it's like a savage. But yeah, I'd have to just go Animal. I don't think very many people watch that. Maybe I'm wrong. I only watched it not long ago, but yeah, that was pretty good. What is your first experience with a creature movie? When I was a kid, I can remember watching Creature from the Black Lagoon. That's one of the movies that stand out for me the most. It's actually one of the top 5 favorites for Universal movies for me. I can remember asking if these creatures lived in the ocean or in the pond, because we used to go swim into a pond, and I was afraid that they were like at the bottom and going to pull us down. And then when the part came where he actually walked on land, I was like, oh, they walk on land? Is it even safe to go outside? I live in Newfoundland. We're surrounded by water. Do we have these creatures going to come and take me? And till this day, I still can't swim very good, so I'm half thinking that maybe this is why I never learned to swim, because I was afraid that there was a creature going to take me. Could be why. This is one of my favorite parts of the movie. Such a good scene from that movie. The Lost Boys. Okay, anyway. What is your favorite Old Yeller moment in a creature movie, or your favorite creature demise? Like Cecil again, one of my favorite creature demises and like deaths, all these things have to be from Godzilla. I love the bridge scene when they're all coming, pew, 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 shooting him and taking him down, and he's whining and trying to break free and escape, and they're all like, die, Godzilla, and he's all like, ooh. He whimpers, and it's so sad. It really hits you right in the feels, because it's almost like your pet, really giant pet, and he's being taken down. Then when he finally drops, and like you can see the like death come, and it takes his eyes, everything. Almost like in Jurassic World, where, I forget her name now, she goes and she finally has like a heart-to-heart moment with the dinosaurs that she's been helped creating, and watches them die. Really sad when they're one and like breathing. So I have like a connection with those. I find like creatures are like pets. I really like them. I like animals more than I like people, so I have a strange connection. If a creature dies in a movie and it's killed by somebody, I'm like, why didn't you kill that man, creature? Why didn't you rip off his head, creature? Why did you die? You're not supposed to die. That's just me, I guess. Anyway, yeah, Godzilla, definitely that bridge scene hit me in the feels. There are really quite a few, but I think after watching Cecil's video and he pointed it, I was like, yeah, oh my god, that is definitely one of my favorite parts. So that's why I said that. What is the most intense moment in a creature movie that you can remember? A moment where I was actually sitting down waiting for something to happen would be in Stranger Things. I waited so long to see that creature, and that was a pretty neat creature. But in a creature movie, I'd have to go with maybe Tremors, because when I was small, again, another reference to when I was small. My God, Dad showed me some strange movies when I was small. I used to sit with like my knees up like this because I was afraid that these little tremors were going to come out of the ground. I'm pretty sure my dad told me that these were based on real creatures at one point, because maybe he just didn't want me to leave the house or something, because I really thought that they were real and they were going to come and get me someday. And like, we used to go to the park, and the park had sand, and I'd be like on the swing thinking, oh my God, please don't let a creature come up through sand. And until now, I still believe that there are creatures in under the ground that eventually will come up. You don't know what's in under the ground. You don't know what's in the trees. Nobody knows what's in the ocean, so mark my words. I've watched enough of them, so I know how to kill them, but you know what I mean? I think that is one of the most intense creature movies from movies that I can remember. What is the worst creature you've ever seen put to film, or what is the worst creature movie you've ever seen? There are a few, but I think one I watched recently, I've been watching a lot of like the old horror movies from the 50s and 60s, so one from that would be From Hell It Came, and I think it came out in like 57 or 58, and the creature is like a giant tree stump or something, and it's almost comical looking. I could see it like as a mascot really for a like Go Green company or something. I don't know. Anyway, I thought it was hilarious. It's definitely an older one. I don't really know. I just did not like it. From the 70s, I'm probably gonna go with Octoman or Octoman, which is like this octopus man, and you can tell it's an octopus man. The head literally looks like it's made out of paper mache, and I'm pretty sure you can see the legs on the man as he's walking. Great effort, but it's damn for me. I'd never watch that again. So I think for a newer movie, I hated The Ritual. I thought The Ritual was a awful movie. The first 30 minutes I enjoyed because it was kind of leading up to the climax, and when we got to like the climax, it did not make me climax. It actually made me feel so embarrassed, because I was talking about how I couldn't wait to see the movie. It was recommended to me. People were saying it was so good. Then I got to it, and when we got to the end, when the monster actually came out of the woods, go get a cup. When the monster actually came out of the woods, it was like a skeleton version of Clifford the Big Red Dog or something. It was like ugly, it was crap, and how could this one man be like, no, you listen to me, you're not going to eat me, kind of thing, because that's basically what happened, and I just didn't like that movie. It was bullshit. Okay, so moving on to the next question. I believe this is the last question, actually. What is the best modern horror movie creature from within the last 15 to 20 years? Well, get on the couch. What happened to your foot? A lot of modern day creatures, because we do have more like special effects and a lot of things that help us bring creatures to life, basically. So I really like the creatures from Cabin in the Woods. I wish they showed more of them, because you could see them in like their little container things that they were in. And when they broke out, it was like pew, 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 pew. They were all over the place, and it was just blood everywhere. And I was like, oh my God, zoom in, I want to see, zoom in. But no, they only showed a couple of the lamer ones, because I've seen really cool ones that I think they should take out and bring to life. So the Cabin in the Woods was a good one. I did like Colosso. I think that's how you say it. Love the look of Sam from Trick or Treat when the mask is without his like burlap sack. I think the face is really cute. He almost had like a pumpkin head kind of vibe for me, which was neat, because you know, Trick or Treat, pumpkins, orange, little candy, little tiny person, a big head, blah blah blah. Really cute. Love that face. Definitely one that will always stick with me. He was super cute, and he was neat looking, and he wasn't overdone. Oh, I also want to throw in those from Attack the Block. Oh, like gorilla, neon teeth, monkey, weird creature things. I thought they were different. And oh, Oh, the humanoid creatures from the Descent were pretty neat too. Yeah. That's pretty much it that I can think of off my head right now. It's a long video. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you want to join in this creature tag video, like I said, everything is listed in the description below. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe and check out some more of my content. I have a variety of different things up. And until next time, creep it real, and I will see you guys at my next video. This is one of my favorite parts of the movie. Hang on. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.